My name is David, and I'm here to tell you about the biggest screw-up of my life. 17 years ago, my wife Caroline and I adopted a baby from an Asian American family. I didn't get to know them personally because, as far as I understood, they were really insisting on as much privacy as possible. Therefore, we knew very few details and never insisted to know more. The only thing I learned about them was that they were too young for children. Talking about ourselves, we were absolutely ready to adopt the child. We had already been in a waiting list for a very long time, and honestly, we were so eager to become parents that we didn't care much about the baby's origins. How silly I was not to find out more. Anyway, we adopted this beautiful, smart, and affectionate baby. We called him Justin. It was truly love at first sight for all of us. He was growing up quickly, and when he was about 8 months old, we started to feel a little bit guilty about raising him disconnected from his ethnic background. We live in an area with a major Chinese population, so we felt it would be easy to introduce Justin to his roots. So for the next 17 years, we were doing everything we could to honor our son's ethnicity. We sent him to Chinese language courses, and by 5, he was already fluent in Mandarin and English. I told you, he is really smart. We also found a Chinese couple who made friends with him and took care of his cultural upbringing. They invited Justin to their place to celebrate Chinese holidays, took him out for dim sum every couple of weeks, and helped him practice his Mandarin. We've been taking him to China every 2 years since he was 8. We weren't trying to force him to take up his culture because we didn't want him to feel different from us, but we didn't want to rob him of it either. We were sure to be doing the right thing. It was all going so well until a week ago. I was filling out Justin's college financial aid applications. I needed to find some old documents I hadn't used in a while. I took the whole bunch from the folder and was browsing them when suddenly my glance fell on my son's old adoption records, and there, surnames of his biological parents pop out. I felt literally petrified. His parents' last names were Park and Kim. Jeez. Those are Korean last names. My son is not Chinese. Not even a little bit. He's Korean. I don't assume every Asian is Chinese, and I've always mocked people for doing this. But I did assume this for my son. Now, I have a 17-year-old Korean son that thinks he's Chinese. I've dedicated nearly 2 decades to guiding Justin towards the roots that aren't even his. The worst part of all the story is that I have yet to disclose this to my son and wife. I honestly don't even know if I will.